Time can answer that, I think.
Yeah. Oh,
Good cough button.
Okay.
All right, going into the... Oh, this is interesting. We're going into the pick and bash where you guys can see us.
Hello. You can see what we do behind the scenes during
All
the
right,
draft.
so now, okay.
You're all just gonna see a bunch of foreheads.
Team Flash, first ban here. First pick, first ban. Banning out the Fanny. Now, Bigatron. In terms of like understanding what Team Flash wants, so far we've seen that they want to first pick the Arlet. They want to first pick the Valentina, so Arlet gets banned.
Yeah. And that's a great call. Again, Bigatron are respecting Vegs here. So it's a good thing to take that out. We saw Edith is available, so BTR has that in the back of their head. Fredrin in the EXP lane, they don't need to worry so much about. But at least with the Arlot gone, you already know like the options. And the options, you know, aren't the best for Vegs. And they're banning out
Look at
the
that.
Bane right away.
They are respecting second Bane on the last match.
Okay.
Okay.
They're banking on, and now the Ling ban. So both teams are like, yeah, this is the good thing. Snapdragon Pro Series is a very long tournament. You get a lot of information on your opponent. So I'm thinking Team Flash, they're banking on that, yes, second can play Bane in the gold lane. They're hoping that's the only thing he can play outside of the rest of the marksmen.
Yep.
Exactly.
And if the Team Flash want to respect ban, one more thing that maybe Lancelot.
Yeah.
The Super Can.
Yeah.
The third ban, maybe.
Now, if I'm Team Flash, I'll leave it open. First pick it for Kyrie.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
So at least now you don't have to
So
worry
ban
about the
Kaja?
lane. But the Kaja might be the ban here over the Franco.
Okay, Paquito.
Oh, they're respecting the Paquito.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
Rizzo Paquito is quite fearful, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was so high impact in the
yeah,
series
but
against
still,
RQ.
I'm like,
It's still his
Okay.
power hero.
Yeah. But they're also considering that it could have gone to the jungle, so in a way, this is a jungle-focused banning pattern.
okay, now here's the thing. If Lancelot and Valentina are open, are you going to first pick the Lancelot, hoping that the Moreno will pick something up like the Eve instead of the Valentina? Because I don't know. For me, Lance and Valen, for me, high priority.
Yeah, especially against BTR, both equally terrifying. Based off of what we saw from how Super Ken plays the Lancelot, though, I'd rather take the Lancelot,
well,
considering
okay.
that BTR take out the Valentina. So this is now either just going to be a Lance or a Kaja pickup, but
Or
if you're
even Eve.
Flash, just respect the Lance. Or
And
an
the
Eve.
Flash.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Of course, it has to be the Lance.
So now is it going to be a Fredrin pickup and something else? Like, do you want to pick up the Kaja now or you can wait?
You can wait for that in the third, I believe. Oh, no. Flash will be able to take it.
Or
Eve,
even-
Eve Fred, probably.
If you look at it, Kadita is still free too.
Oh yeah,
Super
that is
Fin
true.
can use it.
For Vin, yeah.
Super Fin can use it. Yeah.
But if that's the case... Oh, yeah. Because most likely, if they pick up the Eve here, Flash is
Yeah.
going to pick up Farsa for Shocker. So they can go Eve Karita. They can go double mages.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, honestly, just pick up the Karita first and then see whether you want it mid or roam, right?
Yeah.
So Karita Fredrin or something?
Karita Fred. Karita Eve, I feel like they're showing their hand too much, but I'm also okay with it.
Kaja. No variant.
Not any of the ones that we mentioned.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna play different play style because with
69%
Kadita,
win rate as well.
you need to wait, right? You need to patiently wait on the bush, like waiting for someone just got into and then just do the combo wombo. But with Kaja, they gonna pick up using the flicker, the divine judgment, or even playing the counter setups, waiting for the enemies get in. Like for example, Lancelot using the puncher and divine judgment gonna catch Lancelot.
Yeah, so now I'm thinking, will this be Martis' third pick for Bigatron? Because Martis with Novaria and Kaja just sound really good on paper. It's a lot of slows getting dished out, and it'll be hard for them to run away. So Flash, it's their turn to take the Kadita this time around, and they're going to be looking to pressure Vin. They pick up the
Beatrix.
Beatrix as well. Yeah, West Mode looks... he looks like he's in the
So
zone with
comfortable.
Beatrix, yeah. So go ahead, pick it up. Great pickups.
So here's the thing. Good and bad. We kind of saw this Team Flash going up against Archive. Substitute the Ling with the Lancelot, right? So now they're getting that draft pattern where they get all of their core heroes for their composition, and then everything else you can adjust a little bit later. So I would say it's a good opening from Team Flash, but Bigatron should be able to read this, right?
Yeah, they probably already did consider that. So,
What about Hellcurt?
Helgert, I'm still banging on the Martis. Usually Helgerts get picked up if you're up against an artillery mage. Oh, and someone finally decides to pick 1-1.
We forgot that 1-1 is still open.
Yeah.
If you remember that RRQ always banned 1-1.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's true.
here's the thing: we have to see how 1-1 is she buffed with the patch, with the emblem changes. Because again, just saying, pre-patch, especially during MSC, 1-1 is on a lose streak. Now we have to see is the lose streak has been purified or not.
Because there's a lot of like burst damage heroes from the high ground, like
Yeah.
Farsha, Eve maybe, that will make 1-1 suffering. But with Kadita, 1-1 can just easily escape using the Flower of Needles of
Yeah.
Flowers. But
Built-in cleanse.
yeah, we're gonna see because the movement speed from 1-1 is got nerfed, right?
Yeah. And so now they ban out the Franco. Honestly, if I'm Brigatron, I wouldn't worry about picking up an Eve or a Farsa get picked up. Because now an Eve and Kadita in this scenario going up against what Bigatron's showing, it's gonna be fine. You wouldn't worry so
we
much.
forgot about the Joy.
Again.
That's one of the heroes you can't forget about.
Again.
Joy and Kufra always. Those two.
And Novaria.
And Novaria.
Because Joy keep getting banned
Yeah.
during the game, right?
It
What
gets
if it-
banned so much we forget that the hero
It's like
exists.
auto ban if
What-
we see
Yeah.
the Joy.
What if even they forgot? They're like, oh
Joy.
Luckily, the Bigatron didn't pick the Joy.
Oh yeah. or Flash.
we just
even.
banned it.
No, to be fair, Flash maybe they couldn't just because the Kaja is there.
That's true.
And maybe they actually want someone a little bit more tanky for Vegs. So maybe that's why, but yeah, I kind of feel like if they didn't pick the 1-1, I think even Flash would forget to ban that one actually. Right?
Oh, Joy. Always bad.
Okay, and then the Kufra there. Because of the bouncing ball, it's gonna stop Lancelot from using the puncher. And Beatrix. Because of the surprise moment too. Using the Tyrant Revenge, Flicker, and then the Tyrant Rage.
Now I'm wondering what Jay's gonna end up playing. At this point, he might just end up picking like a Minotaur or a Lolita.
Yeah, because the Cho right now against the Kaja probably not the best.
Yeah.
You're basically just gonna be feeding unless you already have a pretty good early game and your EXP laner is very good at opening the map.
Yeah, and most likely, I mean, 1-1 already has the built-in Purify. Novaria will probably pick up Purify as well. So yeah, Joy is gonna be a tough choice. At least with the Lolita. Choi.
Cho.
Sorry, the last thing I saw was Joy. So yeah, Cho.
You
Yeah.
can't say that, by the way.
Sorry. What?
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Lolita at least can block the crossbow tank.
Using the shield, right?
Yeah, and you get big AoE that can set things up for Beatrix, and even the slow getting dished out is good for the Kadita to make it easier to land the combos without the Petrify.
But it's gonna take time to set up the Numenon Blast, so
Yeah.
he needs to be careful. But I'm thinking about Grok on the Bigatron
Yeah,
side.
I'm thinking
On
about
the
that would be
XP
great.
lane, yeah, that
Yeah.
can be great because it can opens the map, checking where the Kadita is, and of course the damage is so painful too using the wild charge.
I think we
But
got
Red
Fred.
Rain, they want the tankier.
Now for Flash. Might be good, might be bad. Could you pick up the Uranus? I feel like this could be an okay Uranus game.
How about Masha? Masha
Oh yeah,
tankier,
Masha
right?
as well. Masha as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can counter 1-1
Wait.
at least.
Can 1-1 second skill cleanse the disarm from Masha? The second skill.
I don't.
No,
No.
not
It
sure.
shouldn't.
It shouldn't
Because
because you
it's
need
just
to just get the X, right?
Yeah,
On the map.
Because
Yeah.
technically that's a debuff. And technically even debuffs like the 1-1's weakness tag, you could purify out of that, right?
Mirko, tell us. Because Mirko is 1-1 user, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
No, because it's an interesting thing.
That's it. Laval
Hey, we
prayer
called it.
has been answered.
I
called
called it. I called it. This looks like a good
Coach
Uranus game.
Laval. Oh, Dukun Laval.
Look at Lafel.
Dukun. Sorry, I'm a host. I should have dumbed it down, but yeah. The analyst in me came out. I look at this composition. It's like, Uranus might be good.
Yeah. You know, honestly, since they need a piece in the jungle here, I feel like Jawhead would be great.
A donut is waiting for you if they
Yeah.
pick up a jawhead. So,
Yes, that works.
Two
No,
donuts.
it's not gonna be
everyone,
Jawhead. Not gonna
for
be
20 seconds, silence.
No. It's not gonna be a Joy. It's impossible. Probably just be an assassin.
What? Helget?
Yeah. Or YSS.
Direct.
It's a Dairoth.
Be patient.
I mean, if they were looking for a hero that has like a good burst damage,
I'm for
can
Team
avoid
Flash.
control, Jawhead would be great.
I'm for Team Flash. Still Bigatron.
With the pick-off ability, I'm still Bigatron.
All right.
That Uranus pick is what I'm looking at. I'm here for. I'm leaning Team Flash here.
You know who else loves the Uranus?
Who?
Gideon Q.
Hey Gideon, did you know that there's 13 rivers that flow through Jakarta?
Dude, that's crazy because I heard in Singapore they got rid of chewing gum and instead put in national service.
Oh, welcome to the desk at your service. My name is Leo here with Gideon. We're calling this best of 3. One of these teams move on straight to the challenge finals, and even before the draft, it's hard to deny BTR's looking great.
Yeah, they're looking really, really good, but I like the theory behind the draft coming in from Team Flash at the very least. The Singaporeans seem to be very up to date, and honestly, we're not seeing too much experimentation.
Nope. We'll see once we load into the game as well if the emblems are where they get creative. And as we load into the Land of Dawn, you can see here BTR just going for this orange buff. Wanton destruction, leashing. Both sides actually, with Kyrie getting a little bit of help from West Mode to take on his purple.
Yeah, we got to talk about Kyrie. The fact is, he feels super comfortable on these assassins. He's like, no more utility junglers for me. I can make plays. I can freestyle it a little bit.
Yeah, but this time around, he actually keeps it close to the chest, rocking that killing spree. And right now, Team Flash in Bigatron's jungle. But yeah, can I say this is weird? Can I say that Super Ken on the Fredrin is weird? Oh no!
I mean, speaking of weird, first blood already achieved as Jay's flicker's out of the way. Moreno's not going to let him go just yet. Jay able to sidestep. Finally, we see the kill being secured by Super Ken. A 1-for-1 trade. A little unideal, especially for Bigatron Alpha, but hey, you know, you get what you get.
Yep, roamer on roamer violence already in the first minute. And here's a look at the emblems. I was saying, yeah, killing spree on Kyrie this time on that Lancelot. And yeah, no common emblems, but here's something to note. On Moreno, that Novaria Assassin emblem wants a penetration.
Yeah, again, there's a lot more value in terms of the numbers. Super Ken looking to punish J1, so Amor gets the taunt down. Braceless Wrap does more than enough damage to help the kill secure for Supervin. Down on the bot side, Vegs, he's really playing with fire with no mana whatsoever. Cerezo takes him out.
And that's Dairoth in play, made to make Uranus and the like his prey. Oh lord. Yeah, no, that's the reason why they picked it up, and now I don't feel so bad. With the Dairoth coming in the XP and putting that utility jungler Fredrin in the jungle, and that's why they have a great pull here. First of the scene, it's Bigatron Alpha.
Yep, they're already on position. Supervin flickers forward to get their jungler, and they secure the kill on towards Kyrie's side. Jay a little late on the Numenon Blast. Could not cancel that out, but that's going to be a free turtle for the side of Bigatron Alpha as we see the rotations back to the top side of the map.
2 minutes in, and I think it's the top side where actually Team Flash can win. I actually was very scared for Saken here as he ran that 1-1 into the Kadira. But at least one thing that Bigatron has working for them is this 1k gold lead, and of course, their confidence. Rocking that Fredrin that was of the previous meta, now they're making it work. It works in, I'd say, very specific cases. And here when your XP lane is winning, yeah, you got enough damage on the XP, you got enough damage on the Dairoth. Super Ken can go ahead, take your orange and your small camp too. Oh lord, that was very fast. He's rocking a tank emblem plus Seasoned Hunter.
Yeah, he's not going for the traditional tank. Well, I mean, we haven't seen more EXP Fredrins come up in the meta so far, but again, even when we're starting to think about Wan as well, right? Again, the win percentage isn't that high overall, just because of the fact that nobody really wants to pick it up just yet. Down by bottom side, on strong side, Supervin will be able to lock him down for Cerezo to finish him off with the Abysm Strike, and now on top side, we see the response from Team Flash getting countered, actually. Nicely done. As Super Ken is able to open up that map, Team Flash are deterred from going further.
Yep, but all the more Super Ken is just happy to catch the full kit of Shocker as he picks up an early tough boots and building up Shoji!
He's waiting for
fine.
the shield to drop down. Oh, flickers out just in time, and now the Petrify on top of Saken. Can't do much about it. West Mode almost falling down, but nicely played by Team Flash.
Full control. Team Flash understood that even if Saken were to take the skies, it was all on Jay. And you got to also consider West Mode coming in from a huge 3-game series against Udo Red Giants. They're playing with momentum. Bigatron Alpha was actually watching the whole time. So you have to think of what's going on in their head, what made them think, hey, maybe we can go ahead and revert back to a jungle Fredrin. Maybe we can win XP lane, and maybe we can run a 1-1 into a Kadira, which again, you mentioned, isn't doing so well, even pre-patch.
I think it's one of those pre-planned things, right? Like Bigatron Alpha, they knew Cerezo was going to have a winning matchup. They wanted to be able to invade on the bottom side, and more importantly, I think even for Team Flash, right? They should have started on the opposite side of the map to end up on strong side.
Yep, and now here we see a 1v1 about to turn into a 2v1. Cerezo doesn't spot Kyrie. It might be too late. Ooh, spent that flicker to get out.
Big resources, but now a collision down by mid side. We already see that Supervin is put down to 10% of his HP as Superkin holds the rest of the line down. Team Flash forced to back away as Vex is able to get out of his lane. They're only going to get the information of, hey, they're by the purple buff. Can we make something happen?
5 minutes in, we see Superkin revert back into his jungling pattern. Same with Kyrie. So if there's something we can say about the state of the game, 2 to 5 minutes in, it's a small 1,500 gold lead. And now they know that they have to pressure Cerezo.
And they are going to land the Numenon Blast. The combo is good from Shocker. Secures the kill with the help of Vegs. And now Supervin, he can just watch, right? He doesn't want to blow any resources, especially if there's no follow-up.
Yep, it's a losing fight. Up top, though, Sakin down for the count. I wonder, he was going all in with that ult.
Way too far. Supercan now still holding the line down on bot side to make sure this tier 1 is available to drag out this laning phase. Well, make it as painful as possible for Vegs, but in the meantime, eventually it's going to come to a point where he will outscale the majority of the comp.
All right, looking at the early builds here, 5 minutes in, approaching this third turtle of the game. Yeah, it's a chop suey build. Oh, wait, they're going to burst out Cerezo again!
Good punish, and now Vegs actually having a significant lead in the lane is going to be extremely helpful. Let's not forget that he is running the pull yourself together. Kind of an interesting choice of a tier 2.
I'd like to think it's for the flicker. He wants to find targets deep and then hit him with the Abyssum Strike ult, and then Bob's your uncle, go from there. But I'm not so sure if he's going to get there, given how aggressive Team Flash is. And oh wow, in the blink of an eye, I'd say maybe what, 4 or 5 sentences between you and me, and already Team Flash has closed the gap. Very small gold lead for BTR right now.
Exactly. They know where a majority of the gold is going to, and if they can punish it and get somebody ahead, they can even it out. And it looks like it's not going to West Mode for now. He's already technically won his lane, so you see the response from Bigatron Alpha, right? Playing towards their strong side as much as they can. More importantly, sitting on top of this turtle. They take things slow. Kyrie's walking up. He's level 10, and he has an EXP lead. Goes into the middle of it, gets locked down by the Divine Judgment. Numenon Blast to disengage, allowing the Phantom Execution out of there. The Bandit's Rage is good, and now Vex is here to slow down any stragglers behind. Cerezo finds one into West Mode, but now he's left all by himself. Moreno tries to bail him out, but he's only got so many abilities, and now without the Astral Meteor, he's just left to be on his own. Cerezo, 1v3, gets the kill onto Kadena. Killing spree as they trade back. That should not have happened.
But in the hands of Cerezo, it did. He got 2 out of that losing battle, and he went from good to great to pretty okay for Bigatron Alpha. And yeah, they've switched up strong side right now, moving up to the top, and look at how it all broke down. They were all set up for the amazing ult on West Mode, and then Ken got the ultimate. Ken fell eventually, but no, look at Cerezo. Look at him. He's a man on a mission. He's committed to the results. And look, wait, there's a fight happening right now.
Yep, down by bot side, they already find a kill on towards West Mode, and that's perfect, right? No flicker, no ultimates as well. Bigatron Alpha making sure that the gold lead stays in their favor ever so slightly.
It's a small gold lead, though. And now Shocker in trouble. Rough Waves out. It looks like Bigatron are hell-bent on taking down tier 1 down bottom.
I mean, they need to unlock the lanes as much as they can, right? They're the ones missing both their tier 1s. They need to get some kind of pressure on the map so they can start playing around, right? You can't expect Cerezo to always be coming in from the front.
And you can't expect Cerezo to try and make up for a pretty bad situation anyways. You want to win your engagements, and that last engagement we almost missed via the instant replay. Luckily, it came in right on time. Clutch prod. I'd like to think that Bigatron Alpha are going to slow it down right now. And the only one who can really afford to go faster is Superkin, because there's a very little chance for punish unless it's against 4.
It's a full combination. I don't know how much damage he can take. Supervin next to fall here. And again, this is why Bigatron Alpha wants to take out Westmo. But Vex, on the other hand, ends up dying regardless towards Saken's blast. And now Cerezo, with the armor shred that he's able to provide, allowing people like Saken to actually hurt.
Did we not talk about this, Gideon? Did we not just say Cerezo can't keep forcing these losing situations into okay situations? And right now they're going to blitz the Lord!
He's going to do it again. The Wisdom Strike on towards the Lord's side. Still falls into the hands of Team Flash. A very good idea. And honestly, I think Cerezo, he probably shouldn't have gone for the Lord there. He could have flickered with the Abysm Strike to hit multiple targets and maybe turn that fight around.
Yep, again, convert into a situation where Team Flash couldn't make the most of the Lord, but too little too late, right? You were always thinking in what ifs, but right now it looks like they're forcing a push up top. They do get the push down eventually. Numinum Blast, no one home. I don't know. It seems like Bigatron Alpha are a step and a half behind. I wouldn't say 2 steps behind, but it's like Team Flash is the one who's calling the shots, and Bigatron Alpha can only really get consolation prizes. That's the story for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I think, you know, even better, right? We need to start getting into the areas of scaling where that's going to be a huge issue. How are they going to deal with Vegs eventually? Oh, wait, Divine Judgment on towards Kyrie's side, able to dash on out of there, but no follow-up as Super Ken holds the top side by himself. But Tier 2 will fall into the hands of Team Flash, while bottom side's Tier 2 will collapse at the same time. Really nice macro here from the side of Team Flash.
The map belongs to Team Flash, and it's not enough to walk with confidence into these bushes. Even Moreno with the Astral Echo, yeah, what are you going to do if you see all 3 or 4 of them in the bush, but they're outgunning, outmanning you, and there's a Numinum Blast, catches one.
Hits one, Shocker not able to close the distance in time, has to use the rough waves to ensure that he doesn't die. More importantly, at least Supervin and Moreno lose their ults.
Okay, good news, bad news. Good news is Bigatron Alpha are able to reset. They're regrouping right now. Bad news is it's Team Flash who decided to say, you know what? Let's not force it yet. Let's build back up. Let's get some tempo and then work towards another inevitable push. Maybe even wait for this Lord in a minute and quarter. Real quick, looking at the items, it's Moreno, who's only really making bank for BTR. Everyone else, oh Lord. Kyrie, 2K ahead!
Yep, again, he's just been power farming, right? And now with the items that he has, Super Ken now getting shredded down. The Appraiser's Wrath is almost good, but it's the Phantom Execution that puts him out of his misery. Jay is the next to fall here. No Guardian's Bulwark to protect him. Good knock up here. Shocker potentially could have made a play, but decides to back off. He's already used the rough waves. No way to capitalize even more. Cerezo walks up and may lose his life. Still able to get on out of there, not even having to use the flicker.
All right, fair to say, Bigatron Alpha are packing heat. It's not like most things come for free to Team Flash. We're not looking at 12 minutes in, 11 to 10 for nothing, right? This is a medium-sized 2K gold lead. The money being on Kyrie makes a huge difference, but it's not like he can go in and get a kill, get out for free. You saw how he was, you know, threading the needle, going through the right bushes, going to the right walls because only he can with the puncture. But looking at the damage leaderboard, this doesn't make sense. How is Moreno on top? Cerezo I get, but Moreno being on top like this, yet still sitting only at 2-0-6. Oh, that's where it is. It's the 6. It's all of the assists.
It's not only just the assist. Wait, penetrate once again on towards Supervin, forcing it out almost straight away. Loses his immortality as the backline now has to start moving backwards as Super Ken walks forwards. Moreno getting a kill of his own on towards Jay's side. Not exactly the greatest trade in the world, but not bad as Bigatron Alpha are the ones that are behind.
Yep, it's a 1-for-1, roam for roam. And just like that, deja vu from the first Lord of the game. Team Flash makes the call. We're going to go for this. And they're trying to get the Lord on their side. Vegs can get 2 men on him.
Yeah, the Saken, he's getting some good damage in. Phantom Execution on top of Cerezo, but they don't get on top of the right target. They want to kill Saken, but I think it's going to be a little more difficult than Moreno's damage being very relevant here.
Yep. And so far, he's been doing good to help set up. But the cleanup crew hasn't quite caught up just yet. Astral Echo spots 3. Shocker catches 1. Vegs against the world. Flickering by Vin!
Yep, he gets the initial pull, but look at the position of the Numenor Blast! They get the knock-up. It's all good, but still, the damage dealers have been hurt. They have forced the push back. Moreno finds a mega kill on towards Jay's side. That's 2 big battle spells being blown by Team Flash, and Bigatron Alpha now take this Lord for free.
Here comes the comeback protocol. Bigatron Alpha have closed the gap. West mode almost goes down. 1v1 against Super Ken. Luminous Lord marching down through bottom. And Bigatron Alpha have found their window. And boy, oh boy, have they opened it up. Quite the gap. Now 1,000 towards BTR. Wow, 12 to 14, 14 minutes in. And that's not even the end of it. They're still going.
They want this tier 2 bad. This is the only way that Bigatron Alpha can actually look to recover. I'm surprised that we haven't seen Vegs more actively try to proxy the waves or something along those lines, right? Again, Team Flash has been ubeing it up as much as they can to slow down this game.
All right, to be fair, Vegs is rocking a Uranus. Concussive Blast, yes, but wait. Oh, 1v1, Chorizo. All right, misses the Abyssum Strike. He's rocking Rupture. Pull yourself together in Brave Smite. So he also is living off of the Flicker.
Yeah, Divine Judgment going to land on top of Jay Bennett's Rage to try and find. Oh, nicely played by Saka with the crossbow. Tang West mode. Able to dodge with the wand, but still falls down. Shocker able to get the return kill. Kyrie look for the back line on top of Moreno. Doesn't find it. One auto tech is more than enough to take out Supervin, and now he ends up falling to the Astral Meteor so far, and the bonk from Super Ken more than enough. Shocker all left by himself gets hit again by the Astral Sphere. Moreno just does not miss.
And that's a wipeout. Bigatron Alpha just waiting for their waves to crash in. Could this be the end?
Yep, they've got it. Nobody is going to make it in time. Even Jay won't be able to clear this wave out. That's GG. Well played coming over to Bigatron Alpha.
Truth be told, Team Flash could have looked like they had it in the first half. But suddenly, right off of the flicker off of Supervin, a super comeback from the robots come through. And just like that, in a snap, Bigatron Alpha are one game away from making it to Jakarta to the Challenge Finals.
I mean, Bigatron have been looking especially clean after the patch. And even before the patch, they were looking even stronger.